What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Welcome to the September edition of What's New Radio. Many of our customers and their families are preparing for back to school this month, and we want to wish all the children a safe and successful return to their online classes. Supporting and investing in our communities is important to us, and through our collaboration with the Department of Emergency Management, Light and Power recently gifted 90 CB radios to all 30 of the district emergency organizations. The DEOs are critical to our communities, and we are very pleased to provide them with communication tools to support their essential work in districts across the island. Joining me to talk about the work of the DEOs is Mr. Selwyn Brooks, Liaison Officer to the District Emergency Organizations, and Ms. Natasha Joseph, member of the St. George North DEO. Hello and welcome to What's New Radio, Mr. Brooks and Natasha.
Hi there, Jennifer. It's nice to be here with you again.
Hi, it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
As the hurricane season continues, it's important that we remain prepared for any weather events. And Light and Power continues working to ensure reliability of electricity supply to our customers and building resiliency during the season. Likewise, the work done by the district emergency organizations is an essential part of the island's preparedness. Mr. Brooks, what is the purpose of the DEOs?
The district emergency organizations, who are the voluntary arms of the Department of Emergency Management, their purpose is primarily to inform, educate, assist the community, and also in that process identify resources that may lie within the community that can add value to their work as they mitigate, prepare, and educate members in the various communities what they need to do to reduce and to respond to the likely impact that may come their way from time to time.
Who can join and how can people contact you?
The district emergency organization is open to any person over the age of 18. They can call the Department of Emergency Management at 438-7575, or if they happen to come across the shelter booklet, all of the district emergency organization chairpersons, their contact information is within the back of that document. So they can call us. You can also go to the DM social pages and sign up, and the chairperson will contact you as soon as that information is relayed to them.
Natasha, why did you join the DEO?
I joined the DEO because I witnessed the level of devastation that affected several islands during the 2017 hurricane season. I saw the level of devastation. I recognized years of economic growth and progress were eliminated in a few hours on islands like St. Martin, Tortola, in Dominica. And I truly believe that as Caribbean people, we need to continue to prepare ourselves to be better prepared to manage natural disasters, to ensure resilience, rather than just blindly accepting the outcome of natural disasters as being a part of life and part of us residing in a hazard-prone area. As a qualified emergency management and business continuity professional, I have a great deal of knowledge and I have a skill set that can add value to this area. So I really wanted to give back to the St. George North community in which I reside and Barbados by extension.
We now have approximately 1,000 DEOs on the ground, and that is a remarkable achievement. And with persons like Natasha, as I've told her on more than one occasion, she is the leaders of tomorrow, and the fact that she has brought, every person brings something to the table. She brings her level of knowledge and professionalism in her respective fields to bring that flair of service and youthness in her presentation. And I always marvel when I hear her speak.
Thank you for that. Mr. Brooks, what are the benefits of Light and Power's gift of the 90 CB radios to the DEOs?
This donation from Light and Power is very timely. We've just come out of ELSA, and one of the areas that we could have improved in our communications, not only among the individual DEOs, but with the NEOC. And this donation will now allow us to supplement and to complement that radio connectivity that is very much needed in times of emergency. And I would like to thank Light and Power immensely for the kind gesture and recognizing the value of what the district emergency organizations offer to this country in assistance from the Department of Emergency Management. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome on behalf of Light and Power. And the gift of CB radios will also help Light and Power, so we can share critical information with the DEOs, who in turn can then share with their communities. To further underscore our commitment, our Managing Director, Roger Blackman, said at the presentation, "At Light and Power, we always say that we achieve results through collaboration, that it's all of us as a community working together, supporting one another, that moves this nation forward." So thank you again, Mr. Brooks, Liaison Officer to the District Emergency Organizations, and Natasha Joseph, member of the St. George North DEO.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
It's the 1-year anniversary of our new covenant partnerships. Communications advisor Nicole Scantlebury checked in with 2 of our covenant partners who are finding ways to cope and thrive during COVID-19 with the support of Light and Power. Cicely Clark Richmond is Director of Parados, and Samantha Jones is the Technical Officer Communication from the TVET Council.
Welcome, Cicely Clark Richmond, Director of Parados, and Samantha Jones, Technical Officer Communication from the TVET Council. It's good to catch up with you.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Good to be here as well.
Now, shortly after becoming a new covenant partner with Light and Power, the country went into lockdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Can you tell us how you coped during that first lockdown? Let's start with you, Cicely.
Well, I think we at Parados, like everyone else, we were in shock. Could not believe what was happening. Obviously, we could not operate the nursery and the daycare, etc. But with regards to the counseling aspect of our business, then we looked to see how we could stay connected with our clients. We got a SIM card for our counselors who were able to then use their own phone, but obviously for a different number. And they were able to then, keep in contact with the clients, let them know that we are there for them. There's a program we offer called Help Us Help, where we allow the business community. We conduct classes for them, and we were able to do that during COVID, where, persons were obviously at their jobs, and during lunchtime, we offer a 1-hour parenting class.
I understand. What about you, Samantha?
As soon as our executive director, Henderson Eastman, became aware of what was going to happen, because of course the government would have been communicating with the heads of ministries and departments, he immediately had a meeting with the management team to plot out a quick strategy, or what I would say an interim strategy. So one of the things we determined was there's some things that we will be able to do remotely, and there are other things that would have to be put on pause. So once that was established, then we also looked at what tools, what equipment was necessary. So obviously we had to make sure that everybody had laptops, everybody had access. The other thing they did was we had orientation and training because we didn't do a lot of online meetings at that point in time. And so we had to become quickly familiar with the meeting tool. For us, a big postponement was the World Skills Barbados 2020 competition. So that is a competition that's held biannually, and it's part of an international program, the World Skills Program. So the deadlines are like concrete. Certain things have to happen by certain times. And the upside was that it was not just Barbados. It was not a Barbados issue. So the 83 countries taking part in World Skills, all of our partners, whether it was at UNESCO, UNIVOC, the UN, everybody was in the same predicament. So we have a competitors developmental program that the World Skills competitors go through. And it's over, like 2-3 months or something like that. And essentially that program helps to develop their soft skills, right? It helps to develop, or sometimes known as the core skills or the employability skills. So that continued, that was moved online.
18 months later, how has our covenant partnership helped you to power through at Parados? Let's start first with you, Cicely.
It has helped us tremendously. One of the things that we like to do, and we've been doing it for a while now, is trying to offer our volunteers a little small stipend because we appreciate all the work that they do. We could not pay them if we really, really had to, but a lot of them give their service because they love what they're doing and they want to help. And the covenant has allowed us to be able to give them a small stipend to help with even just transportation, lunch money. And that is very important.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Cicely. That is encouraging to hear. What about you, Samantha? How has our covenant partnership helped you to power through at TVETC?
We were able to increase the number of videos that we have been producing. So we were able to do about 5 videos, speaking to either the TVET Council's main programs, which is the National or Caribbean Vocational Qualifications Program, and then also speaking to the World Skills Barbados Program. And so, I would say that is one of the things, or one of the ways in which we sought to power through.
Our newest covenant partner is the Barbados Cancer Support Services.
My name is Antoine Williams, Public Relations Officer, Cancer Support Services. Now, as a charity, you have to work within the confines. So your members they themselves are also challenged by all that's taking place. But yet they are calling on you to support them in whatever form or fashion. And cancer patients, you can't leave them alone because of the varying complications attached to that particular condition. So in spite of all, you still have to be there. Now, the admin component of the organization, as I said, because it is not a corporate entity, it does not have the necessary reserves. And that in itself becomes a challenge. I know of a situation where a particular client needed help, and part of that was medication and then some assistance in terms of her ability to walk. And through the contacts with a number of service providers, we were able to supply that individual with her necessary needs. And she was extremely grateful because it meant that in spite of the restrictions, as it relates to the protocols, and in spite of her own conditions, she was able to go an extra mile. And certainly as I speak, I can certainly draw attention to the Barbados Light and Power in terms of their support for cancer support services. And that stands out in a very interesting way because whatever is given to the organization, then that triggers down to the membership base.
What's new from the Barbados Light and Power Company?
Incoming mail. Inbox.
My name is Zaneta Ford, Customer Support Agent 1. In our last customer survey, some of our customers expressed an inability to understand bills. So here's a simple guide to reading your electricity bill. First, there's a customer charge. The minimum charge you pay every month. It covers the fixed costs of providing service, including meter reading and billing. Then there's your energy charge or total kilowatt hours bill monthly. Electricity is billed in blocks, meaning there is a fixed rate for using certain amounts. For residential customers, the first 150 kilowatt hours you used is billed at 15 cents plus VAT per kilowatt hour, while the next 350 will be billed at 18 cents per kilowatt hour, and so on. So remember, if you use less, you pay less. Then there's the fuel clause adjustment. This is a calculation of costs used in the generation of electricity. The price you pay per kilowatt hour is determined by the increases or decreases in the world's oil prices. As an added incentive, BLPC offers residential customers a discount for paying their bills on or before due date. However, arrears on the bill increase the amount due. So, where possible, try to pay your bill in full and avoid arrears. For even more ways you can save on your electricity bill, visit our website at www.blpc.com.bb or our YouTube channel for quick and easy to understand videos about understanding your bill and usage.
Thanks, Zaneta. To listen to this program, all our monthly programs and longer versions of our interviews are available online at our website, blpc.com.bb. You can keep up to date with what's happening at Light and Power by following us on Facebook and Instagram at BLPC Online or on Twitter at tweetblpc. You can also contact a customer care representative online using the customer service portal on our website, blpc.com.bb, or by phone 626-4300. And our 24-hour emergency hotline number is 626-9000. I'm Jennifer Blattman, Communications Coordinator for Barbados Light and Power. Bye for now.
This program was produced for the Barbados Light and Power Company by SFA Communications.